That boy Diddy. Y'all been seeing this case? I know y'all saw that video where they was not even a video. It was text talking about what Diddy had Cassie doing to him, bro.
No, so I was working. So I had a conference and I talked to I've been like working. So my uncle and we were talking and he was like, this isn't a good look. So for context, we're 2 months apart and he's younger. So he was like, I want to be like on the female side and hope that this isn't a money grab. But the way that it's sounding is almost like she was complicit. But I haven't had time to like sit and watch anything to see like what happened.
Yeah, I can't really, when it comes to Cassie, you know what I'm saying?
Know.
You don't want to be on the wrong side of history.
And that's what not just the wrong side of history. You don't want to accuse a woman of lying and saying like they did this or lied, and then it comes out that like.
I don't know. Folks ain't got no trouble with that. Look at how they coming at Haley right now.
I'll say this.
Haley Bailey.
I'll say this.
And DDG.
But so again.
They saying she lying.
But okay, so to her point, yes, her tooth is chipped, but I've seen what you're talking about. You're talking about the videos that they're bringing up of like past interviews where she said like, I'm the problem. I will argue you down. I might look nice and sweet.
I didn't know they were doing that.
They're making her look really good.
I just think it's crazy that she came out saying, hey, he beat me. And everybody.
Why is that crazy?
No, I'm talking about everybody's reaction. Not her saying that. I was going to say, everybody's reaction to like, nah, he ain't beating you, you lying. Like, wow, that has become the norm.
But I think that's the norm with everything. If you say like, I was raped, I was beaten, I was abused, everybody's like, prove it. Prove it then. Like, how bad were you beat? Oh, it's only a chipped tooth. I can barely see the chipped tooth. But it's like, that is wild. And I feel like people need to be more cautious of like what you're saying on the internet. You don't know who's seeing this, like who's had an abusive past or an abusive background or whose mom was beat or dad was beaten. And accusing people of lying with no facts is crazy.
I mean, you could tell who was raised by women, like who wasn't raised by women or been around women or actually like respect women. I can't personally say, and I have conversations with people about the Tory Lanez trial. Like,
did you see he got stabbed?
Yeah, 14
times.
Got
shanked up.
Sorry, this week has just been
it's
like
crazy.
So, yeah,
what is happening?
Back to what I was saying.
Sorry.
So like specifically, you gotta look at the whole image of what's going on, right?
Yeah.
And so a lot of people just go and attack Megan, go ahead and attack Haley, go ahead and attack Cassie. They actually, you know what I'm saying, whether they did or not go through this shit, as a dude, you got to go around women with the ideology that, look, anybody could say that you did something to them, specifically with women. You got to be careful about how you deal with women in general. I mean, I've been taught to be careful around women regardless, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I know people want to have the freedom of saying, hey, she said we can do this, it's consensual, whoop-de-whoop. You gotta be smart about what's going on. It's 2025. Yes, women are lying. That's just a fact. Some women are lying. So if that's the case, and if you lie,
you need to be in jail. If you lie, you need to face the amount of jail time that you are trying to put that person under, male or female. Yeah. Period.
Yeah, if you know that they're lying going in, so you need to have that cognizance of like, okay, let me just not do all this extra stuff around this girl. Diddy, if you know what I'm saying, come on, brother, shit he did with Cassie. That is just a violation of high level. And you was hiding that kind of shit. Freak offs and just the ideology. I don't want to talk about what he was doing because I don't even know if they'll allow this to be said.
I haven't seen all of it, but all I'll say is based on what I saw with him dragging her and the fact that like people are so quick to forget. Like we come from a different time when kids being famous at 16, like I remember Cassie being famous and being that girl. At the time, I did not know she was 16.
Yeah, she was young.
I had no idea. Did you guys?
I didn't know she was 16.
I thought she was a grown lady. Like, I'm not going to say I thought she was like 40.
I knew she was young.
I thought she was in like her 20s.
No, I know she was, she was
I thought she was old enough to drink.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
They get them young though. Like,
but I think that you have to remember like the Cassies, the Justin Biebers, the Ushers that become famous at such a young age, whose parents sold them. And if you're a parent, you're terrible that you just let these strangers do whatever to your kids just so that you could get a quick check. Terrible people, hot place for you. But I think we have to remember saying like, oh, she was in on this. If he's had her since she was 15, 16 years old with not a parent in sight, because I've yet to see her parents mentioned. So whatever happened, she's been under this man's control. Jock got on his radio station and said he remembers Diddy seeing some girl with her head shaved, some white lady, and then made Cassie do it. And the next day her head was shaved.
It's grooming 101.
Yeah, these aren't like a makes me do it. Like watch an episode of Criminal Minds, watch something, Google something.
Syndrome,
yeah, like there's people that fall in love with their captor and they go along with it. Like, therapy is needed for a reason. So I think we just need to be careful when we're throwing things around. Like, even accusing people of being guilty, like, you can support someone without being 100% against the other person and wait until the facts fall out. And I don't think we do that with anything. Like, Haley and DDG, pick a side. Oh, well, she's a nice girl who chose this bad guy. She's getting what she deserves. Oh, well. Like, that's kind of...
But see, like I said, like, people rough. Saying that, you could tell they wasn't raised by...
But it's women saying it, too. Women are saying it. I don't care. I don't want to hear it.
They don't have any self-respect for probably themselves or anybody. Or, you know,
I think it's jealousy.
You can tell it's a self-loathing. It's a self-deprecation of them. You know, when people say this shit online. I don't trust a lot of what people say online in comments. You know what I'm saying? I even know people personally that be saying this kind of shit. And I know for a fact... They don't have a respect for women that should be there.
But that's why you know the kind of person that they are. So, like, they do mean that, and they do feel that. So I think the opposite side, I think it gives you the internet thug, like, I can say whatever I want, I can be whoever I want, and nobody's going to stop me. Like, love.
Those are I don't think they've been loved for real by a woman.
But that's your real feelings, though.
Yeah, because it's ignorance. I don't think it's feelings, just pure ignorance.
Yeah, it's ignorance.
They have not had real women love in their life.
Or they haven't had somebody who's not their mom or not blood related, who was a woman, really actually be like...
So have you brought that to their attention? Have you said, like, yo, you're off? Because I think that's the other thing.
Bro, you need to get a girl. You need to get a girl.
They're like, no, man, no, that ain't what it is.
Niggas want to be tough. Y'all need love, bro. You need somebody, you need a hug, my nigga.
It's okay. I think a lot of people don't, and this kind of takes it out. A lot of people don't actually just talk to women as just people.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people look at women as like, this is what I got to conquer next.
Yep.
That's what I go.
It's a checklist.
You know, it's like... That's why, like, there's a whole discourse around male and female friendships and everything, because it's so hard for people to look past the sex aspect and the procreation and all that other stuff to just be like, no, this is my friend. And I learned this person, right? I got to know what this person is like outside of them being a woman. You take that away. And the same thing for women. I learned what this guy is like as a man, taking him away from being like a potential partner or anything. This is him as a man. I don't want anything from him. We connect and I understand him. A lot of people don't have that. And I think...
it's because they're looking for a partner.
Yeah.
So if you're consistently, like, searching for someone, it's hard to think, like, how could they just be friends? Like, I'd marry him or I'd marry her. Like, you can't just be friends with them. And to your point, it goes back to them needing to fix them.
Yeah.
Get some therapy.
Yeah, because if you side with if we side with y'all, they gonna be like, oh, you trying to, like, nah, bro.
It's
always that. It's like, bro, they're not gonna let you hit. Like,
yeah, like, bro, it's you gotta think about it, bro. And I can tell, like, bro, you don't be around women. You know what I'm saying?
It feels like high school. Like, they just never grew up.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. They did grow up. From high school, like those
habits,
matured. You know what I mean? Those habits.
I mean, you can't deny that there are men who are definitely, you know what I'm saying, being lied on. That is not, you know what I'm saying. That is a fact.
That exists.
And those women need to go to a hot place and they need to go to jail. If you lied on a man, you need to go to prison for the same amount of time that you wanted that man to just ruin his life.
Yeah, no, agreed.
Because you are a horrible, horrible person. And now when women come out, it looks like it's just another money grab, or, oh, she's just trying to hop on the next train. Like, it sucks to say, but when these stories come out, I really do hope that they're true.
That's why the Me Too movement was like a double-edged sword, you know?
It's why I was saying about the Kanye shit. Like, bro, like, you have her trotting around here butt ass naked. That's not a good look. I don't care if she agreed to it. It's gonna make
you just waiting on another shoe to drop.
It looks like you look like you're actually forcing her to do this shit. If you want to look like that and you think it's okay, good luck. Because, you know what I'm saying?
And it's hard because if she thought that was okay, she would have been doing it before she met him. Like, she would have been known for doing that.
Exactly.
So then the other thing is, I kind of see it both ways, right? Her as an adult, is this who you've always wanted to be? And now you're with someone who allows you to just be butt naked in the streets? Like, is that really who you are? Or are you forced to do this?
Chances are, if she was walking around butt naked in the street before, she would have got somebody. Like, there's people who go for that. Like,
but that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like we do put a lot on Kanye with that. But, like, with her, like, is that something you wanted to do? Because I guess, like, on live, she was, like, at the house walking around like that. Like, I think that's just...
cover cameras. But the thing is, like Kell always says, he's just waiting on the moment when it happens. Whereas, oh, he forced me to do all this because it's immediately she
about to come out with the book like Cassie did, and she won a little settlement. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's and
it's messed up because if she's cool with it, then that means you were cool, you were complicit. Like you say, I'm fine with it. I'm not, like, I wanted to do this beforehand, and now he's allowed me to be free. But if she tries to spin it, it's fucked up. But if she's not spending it and that's just Kanye, like, no, you're going to be naked when
but
you go out
if that's the
this
case,
house.
why didn't he do that to Kim? Why didn't he do that to Amber? Why didn't he do that to his ex-wife?
They probably didn't let him. Well, he always said he dressed Kim.
He did dress Kim, and he would
He
have
said
Kim
he
out
dressed
in his
Kim.
face all the
She
time.
would have some. She didn't wear what Bianca wore.
That woman is butt naked in a
She ain't
public
wear what
shopping
Bianca
bag.
wore.
She in a net.
Like,
In a black ass net.
Mesh see-through full body suit.
I think it goes into kind of like what we're going to talk about today, though. Like, everybody wants to be famous. Everybody wants to be an influencer. Everybody wants to be somebody. And I think they don't care how they get there.
No,
So, like, for her, if this isn't what she wants, like, maybe it is just like I'm going to get the publicity and I'm getting a check and then I can spin this off and sit
Kanye
down
is still very rich. As controversial as he is still very rich.
And controversy sells.
Exactly.
Like, that's why all those people just troll. Like, if you want to go TikTok viral, all you have to do is just say some wild stuff.
Yep.
Say some off-color rage bait.
It's all crazy. But, man, the Diddy trial, it's just crazy.
I don't
His
know.
kids being there, crazy.
His kids should be there.
His kids being there. They
have to
hear
be there.
They have to.
They have to be
They
there.
do. But just hearing
But his
thought
kids
of, like,
being there, but her husband getting kicked out is wild to me. And she's pregnant. Why did her husband get kicked out?
Did he get kicked
He got
out?
kicked out?
They were saying her husband got kicked out. Again,
So
I
I
don't know.
know.
This is
So
just what I heard.
there was testimony that she said where she was still involved with Diddy. Her husband would call her.
No, I
and
saw
she would,
that,
you
but they're
know-
saying that he was removed from the courtroom.
Oh, he probably got.
Like,
I
they
don't know if
made
he got,
him
Did he
leave.
get rambunctious or something, or they just
No,
he
they said
got
they
done?
kicked him out during a certain period of time. But I think it's weird if all of his kids, which all of those aren't even his children, but if all of his children are allowed to be there, why wouldn't her husband? And she's pregnant.
It's possible because I'm assuming, this is assuming, but because technically now he is part of the trial through
So he can't
the
watch
fact
and
that
hear.
they might
Being
want to
named.
use him
That's true.
differently.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So because she named the fact that he was
That he's part, yeah.
on phone calls
Yeah.
while Diddy was involved with her and all this other stuff, it's like
So
it might have,
she was just calling him?
like spoiled the pot. Like, no, he called her and she answered the phone.
And then she was like, okay, I'm about to leave his house. I'm coming to see you soon.
No, Diddy was inside of her and he FaceTimed her and she answered the phone.
Oh, that's wild.
Hollywood, baby.
I need to follow up. I just don't have time for the
Hollywood.
negativity right
Hollywood.
now.
The craziest thing is the Diddy thing that Cassie said she would sleep with escorts and take the escorts
I saw I saw.
and then rub it on Diddy in another room. Like, what, he's sitting in the dark just waiting, just ready? Like, what's going on? I'm confused.
I'm not yucking anyone's yum if that's your thing.
No, I'm
do your
yucking
thing.
that yum. That's weird as hell.
As long as everyone is consensual.
That's weird, bro.
I don't have any words, bro. Like, I just...
But like that also, like,
At the same time, I was like, damn, I don't know if I want that much money if y'all doing all that kind of shit.
they digging so much out, right?
Does money make you do it, or does money give you the opportunity to do the things you've always wanted to do?
I mean, that's what it is.
But
That's what I'm saying.
That's all what they used to say.
Who
Look at what the
knows?
money make a bitch do.
I don't even think I think money brings out who you truly
Oh, yeah.
are. So that's who Diddy is. Whether he was broke and freaky, rich and freaky.
Everybody, as they say, everybody has a price. And once you get to the point where you can pay that price,
Get whatever you want.
You can do whatever you want. And that's why they always say, like, when people get in Hollywood, they change. Like, they always say money will change you. I do believe it will. We can sit here and say money will never change us for real. But if one of us get $1 billion tomorrow,
It's not going to change me. It's going to amplify who I
Y'all
am.
gonna see that
I'm
shit.
going to be on a beach. I'm going
you're
to be
gonna
on
see,
a yacht.
you're gonna do what you want.
Because
you're
that's
gonna do what
who
you
I
want,
am.
but you're also not gonna deal with any of the shit you don't want to deal with. And that might make you deal with people in a more negative way. Like, if somebody's in your face with some bullshit, or if somebody's just being regular, you're gonna be like, I ain't gotta deal with you no more.
gonna snap your
Get
face?
out my face.
But that's what I'm saying. I think
I ain't saying you finna do no crazy, freaky,
No,
tantric, sexual,
it
ritual
amplifies
shit.
who you are is what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah,
money
but-
gives you the opportunities to do the things that you want to do. You're just unable. So if you're mean, you're mean. If you're nice, you're nice. If you only tolerate people because you're broke and you have to, that's what you're gonna do. So when you get money, to your point, instead of
People
being
boss up,
nice and being like, hey, do you mind like leaving me alone? It's gonna be like, get out my face.
Yeah.
Or security, remove them.
Yeah.
But like if $1
We gonna be
billion
like, Ashley, what's up? Who's
So
y'all
you
again?
think-
no,
Who? The bridge? I'm good.
I'll buy the studio for us.
I'm good. I don't need it. I don't need the bridge
We
anymore.
can do it from a floating yacht with Wi-Fi.
Floating yacht is crazy
Floating
as
yacht
hell.
with Wi-Fi.
We be sitting there sipping Mai Tais, Hey guys, what's going on the bridge? What ocean are we in right now?
Wherever we want to be, just floating around the country.
Oh man,
floating
that'd be
around
crazy.
the world.
But no, that case is wild. They're bringing up so much shit just to like add credence to like his actual charges because it's like, bro, what does him being a freak have to do with?
Well, sex
stuff,
trafficking, like trafficking.
You gotta build up.
It's gonna be a RICO case.
Yeah, they gotta build it up.
Yeah.
They gotta build it up just to like boom.
And a lot of people don't know what RICO means. Because I've seen a lot of people on the internet going back and forth, like, it's not a RICO case, not a RICO case. Like, RICO is a very, very broad term. Not a FRICO.
Not a FRICO.
It's a FRICO, yo.
That's crazy. But
funny.
All of this stuff is all over social media, and that's what we're going to be getting into today. So welcome to The Bridge, ATL. Y'all already know who it is. I'm Ty. And with me, as always, we have Kell, and we have Ashley.
Hey.
I was about to say Keisha for some minute.
Oh, wow. I miss her.
Yeah, we do miss you. We miss you, Keisha.
We miss you,
When you
Keisha.
coming back, we got to get a little special episode kind of going on. Right now, she's not
ain't
coming back.
back.
But
She hated it, man.
She was not fucking with it.
She ain't coming back.
She said, oh, dude.
nah.
When I met her, she said, I hate it here. That's like the first thing she said to me.
She was not fucking with it. At all.
Oh man, that's crazy. But today we're gonna get into talking about just social media, like social media creators, the celebrities, the whole social media etiquette, everything. We're gonna get into it, talking about it. Make sure you guys are liking, commenting, and subscribing to this channel, to our social medias, everything. I'm gonna remind y'all at the end of the video. And yeah, let's get into it. So like just starting off, I mean, kind of want to open the floor up. Any area you guys want to attack first? We got some stuff we can really get into. But I think a big thing kind of piggybacking off of our latest episode would be like just how social media was used in politics, right? Social media is like the lifeblood now. It used to be the news. Our parents were raised on the news. That was the end all be all. Social media has replaced that now. You get more information from social media than from the news, than from any other outlet. And it's more on time. You get a more realistic view. Sometimes realistic view, because if there's a fire up the street, you might have to wait until 5 o'clock to see that, but there's going to be somebody on the street with their phone like, yo, y'all see that fire over there? So, you know, it's crazy.
I think the Citizens app is a good like example of that. I don't know if you guys have it. I would definitely recommend it. This is not sponsored. If you want to sponsor me, feel free to hit me up. But swear by the app. It's free once you get past all the stuff, but it will geolocate wherever you are and then send you alerts based on what's going on. So if there's a fire, a stabbing, somebody stuck in an elevator, a car crash, a car pileup, anything, it literally tells you, and you'll get like an immediate text. If there are sex offenders in your area, it tells you who's there. So like when you're at home, if anybody moves there and you're not alerted, like it gives you the alert and it's all for free. But to your point, if there's a fire right now outside, I can go outside, record it, post it, and then it's just a feed of like everybody posting their version and their point of view of like where the fire is. Okay, so then I'm posting it here. Then maybe somebody's on the highway posting, why is this traffic backed up? Oh, I see smoke. Oh, this, oh, that. And you're getting all of your news now.
Yep.
I like the social media news aspect because I think we get opinions that we would have never gotten before. Palestine, we've talked about it. You're actually able to see what's happening. Like, it sucks and it's very sensitive and, you know, be warned, trigger warnings, all the things. But we can say, oh, it's not that bad. But then you can have people that are there posting and showing what it looks like. You can have train derailments or fires or any accidents, and people can post like, yo, this is how this is affecting me. So I think it goes both ways because you can get information so fast. It's so easy for things to be twisted and turned to fit whoever, which is what Elon did on X in terms of just, oh, you know, we're going to do this, or that's not true, this is true. So I think with everything, like, trust but verify. Like, there's nothing wrong with seeing, like, oh, there's a fire, but let me Google and see, or hit up a friend that lives over there and see. I don't think that that can be your sole news source. But the drones, I mean, I found out about the drones. I thought y'all knew. Y'all didn't know.
The drones that were in New Jersey.
You know, I mean, we knew about the drones.
I didn't know
They
about
thought
them.
there was like aliens.
One of y'all didn't know.
No, I didn't know about them.
And you were like, what drones are you talking about?
I was like,
what is happening?
What
And I
are
was
you
like, there's
talking
drones
about?
everywhere. And I'm sending you the videos and you're like, I haven't seen any of this. Like, what is going on? So I think it's good in those senses because now I think with news, you have to know what to search for in order to find it.
Right.
You have to say like, are there drones in Jersey or drones in Jersey? And then wait like 2 or 3 weeks. Whereas people are like, oh yeah, walking down, still a drone behind me. Like, that's crazy.
I think my thing with social media and politics and all that, I think you alluded to it. Elon Musk having the control, being the owner and the obviously the head CEO of Twitter or X, and being able to manipulate everybody that's on there to see, hey, vote for Trump, basically. Everybody. You really had no choice but to see that shit.
Yeah, it was all negative. No matter what I liked, what I saw.
That was probably the scariest moment in terms of influence in politics and whatnot in social media. Because not only did that happen, Trump's campaign targeted all the top streamers, all the top influencers, and said, hey, start endorsing me. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody has a price.
Put me on the podcast. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, everybody has a price. And so we got into the grifting scene, and grifting had shot up 1,000,000 times over since then. And for those who don't know what grifting is basically, I'll give you a perfect example, because Snoop Dogg was obviously, you know what I'm saying, growing up, everybody know about Snoop, right? Like, it is what it is. If you black.
That really irritated me.
Yeah, exactly. So
I was
if you
very
know,
upset
if you know
with him.
about
him being at the Trump rally.
It was such a cop
performing.
out. It was such a
and
cop out.
that
Everybody
is,
got a price.
that is the most
Everybody got a price.
solid example of grifting is that somebody who had been outspoken about Trump's policies and then going to perform at an event that was hosted by him for his campaign.
You know who really surprised me?
Who?
Amber Rose.
Nah, that ain't
Nah, that
surprised me
ain't
at all.
surprised me.
It
Hell no.
surprised me.
Why would that surprise you?
It surprised me because I don't agree with everything she does, but like as a woman and her slut walks, like that is I agree with what she stands for and how she talks about women and how she even how she kind of like talked about how she raises her son. Like a lot of things that we do in our culture, I think create this hostile environment where men are very over sexual. Like think about in school, like I can't show my shoulders. Like my shoulders are gonna make the boys go crazy. Like you can't have skinny straps or like.
You think that was a male that did that?
Yes. Well, no.
Yeah.
It was in reaction to
men. We were literally told.
So
like,
what I think it is that society has kind of taught people that if you show these things to men, then the chances of bad thing happening are higher. It was more women who enforced those rules and who probably brought those rules into the school, but they're doing it as a reactionary kind of like, because it's always, we talked about this before in an episode, it was always the moms like, oh, well, why you got her walking around here looking like that?
I remember
or, well,
a female
why you
teacher
dressed like
telling
this?
me
Or why
the
you look like
teachers
that?
can't
You know?
focus on you. Like you need to.
It's gonna always be the
You're
women.
distracting. What? My shoulders distracting.
Because if a man just outright said it, he done.
But I'm saying that's like
If a man was like, you're short, your skirt's too short, like, oh, you're done, bro. Why are you saying that?
So
Why,
is it-
you know what I mean?
well, that's another topic. I would ask, does there need to be a discourse between women about what should be allowed and what
I
shouldn't?
just had this conversation with somebody because we saw a group of children with their moms, and I'm gonna leave race and everything to your imagination.
Well, that answers that question.
They all were matching, and all of them had their butt out. And these girls had to be like 14, 15, face full of makeup, like little tube top, and like butt cheeks from the whole family. And my friend and I were having a conversation because he's like, as a man, like, what are they doing? And I was like, as a woman, what are they doing? Like, this to me is just wild, and it starts at home because, like, how is the whole family just butt out?
It is, yeah.
Like, it's crazy, and they're kids, so then they go through thinking that this is normal. What I was getting at with Amber Rose was, if you go to Europe and you're in certain beaches or in certain places, there's topless beaches, there's nude beaches. I think we're very overly sexualized in the States. So then it is like, oh my gosh, a kneecap. Oh my gosh, a shoulder.
No, we are.
So I do like what she was saying in terms of, it doesn't matter what a woman has on or how she presents herself. If she says no, it's no, period. So it was very surprising that this same woman could be on board with a man who flat out his slogan was grab him, just grab him.
That was the craziest part. But
and for her to
I
sit
think she
up
did
there,
it for
like,
the bread.
Yeah, they
People-
don't think. There's
people-
not no think, bro.
people-
That's exactly what it is.
And this
That's crazy.
is a big thing on social media. People have morals when they're showing other people things. Like, you know, they have these, there's a lot of, like, especially nowadays, there's a lot of moral, I like to think of it as moral grandstanding. A lot of people like to seem like morally online, especially. they're so much better than the next person because they don't stand with this particular thing. In particular, for me, AI. A lot of people morally stand on any AI usage is bad AI usage. Like, it's all bad.
Is that
I
moral or
hate
is
it.
that they don't understand it?
They don't understand it, but it's like a moral thing of, well, you by creating AI, using AI to make an art, right? Oh, you're taking from this artist who draws whatever, right?
Do you know what that sounds
or
like?
you used AI to reproduce this person's voice. Oh, you're taking this person's voice and likeness. You know, a lot of people actually are affected by it, but I also feel like a lot of people just immediately jump on anything AI and they're like, oh, this is AI, this is bad, this is horrible. Like, it's the same thing with the Israel and Palestine thing. A lot of people are moral grandstanding over this whole process, and none of them have actually been paying attention to this conflict.
They don't know
from
what's
the start.
going on.
So
at
like
all.
my biggest issue with like stuff like that will always be the moral grandstanding of it. Morally, yes, I look like this. I can say, hey, these are my morals today. But if you pay me the right amount, my morals could change. I could be out here promoting whatever the hell else, right? So I think that's really what happened with her. Like, morally, she was showing she's all about women's empowerment, no matter what you wear, no matter what you do. As soon as they came through with a check, which, let's be real, she probably needed it if she took it. They gave her a good check. She said, yeah, I'll do this, whatever.
Well, I said this previously.
Would you guys do it? Oh, I'm sorry.
I said this previously. I mean, a lot of those people were trying to go on Trump's bandwagon because they were going to be brought up on charges due to their crypto schemes.
That too.
Yeah, it was their way out.
That was the way out.
Which
right?
is
So they don't
also
go to prison.
another thing. So this think of this episode as like creators and the effects of creators on this world. One of the bad things that they have going on is definitely these currency scams and all
rug pulls,
NFTs.
creators have. There's just so much to talk about on this topic, and this could end up being a very long episode. But we're
We're gonna
going to
have to
try
break
to
it
keep
up.
it succinct, right? When it comes to being a creator, you have influence. Creators are like the new age celebrities.
They
right?
are, yeah.
Celebrities when we were growing up, celebrities were like, you know, the Will Smiths, the Denzels,
J-Lo,
the
Beyonce,
J-Los,
Diddy,
the Beyoncés,
Usher.
The rapper, the singer, the
those
rock star.
rappers, singers, all of that. Those were the celebrities. People were just figuring out the internet, right? So there were people on the early days of YouTube, you know, like PewDiePie and like Fred
a lot of beauty
and all of that other
creators.
stuff.
There's
A lot of
a
beauty
lot,
creators,
yeah.
you know, like different. But you didn't see them as like celebrities. You saw them as like, oh, they do YouTube videos.
They're on the
That's
internet.
cool. They're
Yeah,
on the
that's it.
Like
internet.
Jeffree Star, like
Yeah, like
the
they
guy
were-
who cried about Britney Spears all the time.
Yeah,
forget
the
his
lead
name.
Britney along.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was a
exactly.
time, like
Oh,
just in
shit.
his bathroom, like
And
crying.
so
Damn, yo, that shit, she brought it back. That's crazy.
did,
That's a
yeah.
lot. I'm old as fuck.
to think like
Damn.
how we've watched social media turn from just a way for us to like be online and connect into one of the largest money making anything is crazy, right? I'm sure we all experienced it growing up. Well, I don't know what your experience, but I know Kell and me have talked about this before. Like, you playing video games, and your parents like, you ain't gonna get paid playing video games.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Now you
What
can.
are you doing? Get off the game. You're not getting paid.
There's people playing video games making millions.
I saw you live last night playing.
Oh, you did? You saw? Oh, yeah. We play. Yeah, we
business.
stream. Yeah. no. Come on in. Say what's up.
Millions of dollars.
Millions of dollars. So it's
Men and
like
women.
we've watched social media grow from just this platform of talking with people to a platform of making money, and it's built out. I think it's having a negative effect. I'm not gonna lie. Everybody has become creator minded, I think, and it's just there's a lot. Like I said, there's a lot of nebulous topics that we can bring in when everything becomes about being creator minded. You're all about content, and you're all about posting something that people will actually watch. So then what ends up happening is a lot of times, like I said, with the moral grandstanding, your morals gone because now you just want people to click. You want people to hit that like. It's like a drug, right? You want that likes.
It's a
You want
dopamine hit for
you
sure.
want those follows. Like whenever we get follows or I get followed, I'm like, oh man, they like what I'm talking about. Like
That
it feels
video
good.
that went crazy last week, I was like,
Yeah.
wow, this is
And it feels good. Like, it's like, oh, y'all thought this was funny. Hey, I
Exactly.
appreciate it. Like, everybody likes that, right? So it's crazy to see that feeling is causing people to even put out more stuff and forget their morals and do whatever they want, right? So with Amber Rose, like, her thing was probably like, well, shit, I do this with Trump. I'm sure I'll be in the news cycles again, and that'll probably regenerate everything else and get me paid. They use
I
the
forgot
same
about the
kind
jail
of
thing.
They
I think
kind of
it's to
use
get out of jail.
Yeah. A
Hell
lot of
yeah.
people use their influence with these crypto scams. Crypto became a big thing. Nobody would have known about crypto without social media. Social media blew crypto up during the and whoever started it, That dude was smart. The dude who started the hype, or the woman dude, whoever started the hype about cryptos during the pandemic, y'all are smart.
There were like 12 scams though, like big ones
blew it up.
that are like on. You can watch the documentary on Netflix, on Hulu,
there's the GameStop one
on HBO.
That happened. There was
but
like
GameStop
a bunch.
was
That was
stock.
actual
But
stock.
like there were so many people into stock and crypto during that time. It was crazy. My mom over here still talking about, I got me some crypto coins and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, okay, Ma, that's good. I don't know if it'll go up or not. You got to be careful because there's
don't just going up right now. I don't know what's
I
going on
just
off
going
market,
up,
but it's going up right now.
That was I made a good little 1,000 off of Doge. That was nice.
I think it's also that people want like a get rich quick. And it used to seem like it was so hard. Like if you didn't have talent, like, okay, well maybe I can be on reality TV and be like a Kardashian, because to your points before, it was, you had a lane. You're an actor, you're a model, you're a singer, or you're in a band. You know, we saw all the making the bands, all the girls groups, all the guys groups, that phased out. Then it was singing, then it was America's Got Talent, you know, and it goes through. And now, not to say that creators don't have talent, but you can literally become famous for anything. Like whether you're giving your raw opinions, whether you're giving fashion advice, whether you're just doing your makeup every day.
Hawk Tour girl. She literally just said, spit on that thing and became
A black woman
and monetized the hell out of that.
Could have never.
And she monetized the hell out of that. It's all about
and
taking
then she's probably going to go to jail too because she had a crypto.
Exactly.
No,
they got off though. She got off. She got off. They put her up and she got off.
My question would be, and maybe like,
you know what I think it is?
Because I don't like anybody that much. But like, what makes you guys, and please comment below because I'm really interested. What makes you say, this girl was on the street, she said, spit on that thing, comes out with a cryptocurrency, and now I'm going to give my money to this fake money that this random girl from I don't even know where, don't even know her name, came up with? Where did you think you were going to spend that? What did you think you were going to do?
I think a lot of people probably thought it was going to be, they were going to be able to benefit. Everybody's, like you said, everybody's chasing something.
I'm not going to tell you. So how you're able to get or how people buy crypto is based upon influence. That's what we're talking about, right? Now, it's not about her. It's about who she's aligned with. The people that she was aligned with were people who were in the crypto
space.
Exactly. Like very known, well-known people. Those people are advertising, hey, get this crypto from Haley or whatever her name is. Kelsey's, I don't remember what her name is.
Hawk Tour.
Hawk Tour, right? And so what they do is they say, okay, look, if he's on board and he's on board with her, it's got to be good, right?
Herd mentality. So again, what convinced you to do that? Because that's still not good enough.
Just that person. Hey, that guy's made a lot of money.
Well, I think it's that. I think it was everybody want that quick. To get rich quick.
But how did you think you were going to make money? So like you put money in it. They thought
they were going to be part of the pump and dump.
A bunch of people go up and then you pull out and then nobody put in?
No, everybody thought they were going to be able to be a part of the pump and dump. I think at this point people know there's going to be a pump and dump.
Yeah.
And the smart people get in and they do the pump and dump. The people who don't know, they're just like, oh, I'm going to try and do it.
You asked out.
And they probably had a friend who was like, hey, man, you need to get in on this Hawk Tour coin so you can get the pump and dump. And their friend is really just doing it to get it out of them. So, you know, it's all messed up, right? But it's crazy to see how, like, social media has evolved. And, you know, one thing that I think was, like, a big factor is whenever somebody's discovered on social media.
Oh, yeah.
Back in the day, it would always be like those random videos where it's like, oh, this girl was singing and she sounds amazing. And now she has a record deal because she sung so well.
The jail ones are crazy to me.
Oh, like people getting out, like
Prison Bay.
Yeah,
I don't even know that man's name. The light-skinned dude with the pretty eyes. It was a light-skinned dude who had the mugshot.
Oh, he's a model now.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like,
so
that's what I'm
I think
like,
people got so caught up in like, dang, that could be me. And it stopped being about let me work on a talent and get good. Let me not be good at basketball. Let me not do
a quick money grab.
Let me just do what I can on social media. And if I make it look cool enough, I can be just as rich as that person without doing half the work. I think that's what everybody wants. Shortcuts.
I think there's enough people in the world, depending on what you do, to literally just be you and pop off because of that. Like, there's nothing that I hate more than even somebody that I know suggesting a product, I buy it, and it's complete and utter trash. And I mean, like, not even just a difference in opinion. Like, if I'm like, oh, this phone case is great, it's so sturdy, and then it comes and it feels like paper and it cracks in your hand. Like, I just want to punch you in your face because why are you lying like that? Like, for the company, why are you creating such trash? For the people supporting it, why? Just why? And I know it sucks to say, like, just be a good person and not, like, just lie. But come on, man.
It takes time to be yourself, honestly, and build a following. A lot of people I used to follow back in the day, before streaming hit the mainstream and everybody was watching it, a lot of people were themselves. And it took them years. Like, it took them such a long time to gain a following. And they did eventually gain a following to where they're making, millions and stuff. But it takes 10 years.
The streaming I'm so confused about. Like, I always hear about Kai Cenat, like, not showering and, like, a 24-hour live stream, and, like, he never turns his computers off. And he's, like, always watched.
So...
Like, I just don't understand any of it.
Like, that's
you're just watching him all day?
So, like, when you look at that area, there's game streaming, and then there's, like, just in IRL streaming, as they call it, in real life streaming. And it's just basically, you guys are watching me be me for 24 hours a day, or however long I decide to stream for. And some people buy into personalities.
I tried to go live yesterday. I did go live yesterday for like 30 minutes while I was cooking. Uh-huh. It wasn't hard, but it's definitely like work. I could not imagine 24 hours. Like, he has to have cameras all over his house.
So he doesn't do 24 hours, 24/7.
So why are they saying he doesn't shower?
He does shower, but what he does is he'll bring so what Kai does, he'll do like a month-long stream where he just streams every day for that entire month. And what he does is he has cameras all throughout the house, and he does everything. He takes people wherever he goes, in the kitchen, in the room, in the bathroom. He showers on stream. It's not like he gets naked.
I mean, obviously.
But he showers on stream, and that's what they talk about. Like, he's showering on stream, but he's not actually showering. He's, like, in the bathtub with swimming trunks on.
And what is the purpose?
Washing himself, just for the sake of people to watch.
I mean, clearly he's doing well.
People want to see it. Apparently, they find it funny. Some people are buying. You buy into the whole point of streaming is for people to buy into your personality, and you're selling yourself, right? Yeah. You're just pitching yourself. You're like, hey, this is me. I think I'm pretty cool. Do you guys like me? And by people going into your streams and watching you and commenting, that means they like you. People sending you money, they definitely like you.
We need to do this live next week and see what happens.
I mean, I understand it. There was a streamer once that I was really big fan of. Yeah. I mean, it's not like I was watching him take showers or anything, but whenever he was live, I made sure I tuned in. And like, just being able to watch that streamer, even if I was having a bad day, sometimes I'd feel better just watching him because he was funny.
I need to find some people because I just don't care.
It's just like I think there's a big loneliness kind of thing for a lot of people. And it's like, you don't really talk to anybody. You don't have any people to talk to. Streamer can sometimes feel like that person.
You don't enjoy the peace and quiet?
I do. Okay. I do. Don't get me wrong. I love my peace and quiet. I love my peace and quiet, but sometimes you want to have. Sometimes you want to talk to people, or sometimes you want to feel like you're able to talk. And I think maybe not for me, but maybe for like other people, sometimes streamers can make them feel seen.
I can see that because they're shouting you out. They're
especially in a crowd of people. If 100 people are commenting and chat is going like this, and I say something and they say, "Hey, what's going on, Tyler? How you doing?" Like, that makes me feel like, dang, they saw me out of a crowd of 100 people. So it's like really a personable, like, celebrity
let's say Rihanna
feeling, right?
She has a stream. You looking at, you just randomly looking at it, you might put a comment in there. Oh yeah, and then she sees your comment. She's like, "Oh yeah, girl, for sure." You know what I'm saying? Like, she's actually talking to you, and a lot of people want that feeling, that rush. You know what I'm saying? Like, they look at Cox tonight, like, that's the biggest motherfucker in the world. You know what I'm saying? So when he looking at their comment,
Kai, Speed, all of them.
Yeah, they will.
Speed is the dude who was doing like a world tour, and like even Speed, he goes to China. And you see, like, people in China just happy to see him, like,
that's
going
so cool.
crazy, swarming his car. Every country he went to, they swarmed his vehicle like he was Michael Jackson or something.
Do you think that was to be on his live or for him?
I think it's for him because I don't think they cared.
More for him.
Okay.
But also, like, everybody else can be on live. It was more for him. Okay. And just to be able to interact with him and all that, like, but also the fact of, you get to be on his live. Like, it's like being on TV, right? If Michael Jackson came through here, we're all gonna try and be on TV with Michael Jackson because it's like, I was in the background. That was me right there with the yellow shirt on, doing the crazy moves. That was me, and Michael was in front of me. Like, it's the same thing. So it's like, it's crazy to see how a streamer has gotten that level, right? Streamers. I'm not saying they're Michael Jackson.
No, I got you. But I mean, some are very,
He's gonna be Michael Jackson, bro. Like,
those crowds were huge.
Real shit.
And like, even with Kai, like when Kai did that thing in New York, where he was like, "Hey, come, I'm giving out free PS5s." He shut down a block of the city.
They can't go outside regularly. Like, they just can't.
And that's the crazy thing. Social media has really like boosted you.
But that's, you gotta look at the audience though. Like, that's just the next generation. You know what I'm saying? That's they Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Do you think that celebrities are even a big deal anymore? Like, especially living in Atlanta. Like, I don't think celebrities are.
You just said it. Living in Atlanta, we don't have that.
I feel like Atlanta, LA.
I will say it like this: celebrities do mean something still, but it depends on the level of the celebrity and how much that person means to you.
Yeah.
Right. So
I mean, in a sense of like our parents, like when we were younger,
it's probably a little different.
We would go crazy to be like, "Oh my God, Britney Spears is here," or whoever, Michael Jackson, Beyonce. Now I feel like we're so desensitized because, to the point, everybody is a celebrity. Everybody is known.
People still go crazy.
They do, but you know,
I think it's a different level.
You know, celebrities. You done talk to them. We done talk to them. We realize them motherfuckers ain't.
They're just regular people.
They literally are regular
people. So like, we know that, but people don't know that. Like they look at them like, oh my God, they're on TV, but they realize
we ain't had that in the past. We ain't had that. Oh, this is a regular person. Every celebrity was put up here. Now celebrities are right here. Yeah, exactly. So that reminds me of a tweet I saw where dudes was like, "Y'all really mad your girl got a celebrity crush and she would do anything for this celebrity crush?" And the dude was like, "Back in the day, I wouldn't be." But now I am because a celebrity can take my girl.
A celebrity can slide in your DMs. Like, it's not like it's impossible. I feel like in Atlanta, we can go out to eat and see a celebrity. I swear to God, I think I saw Russ yesterday.
Russ?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
You probably did. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, and if I saw you, I hope you see this, but he was so cute in person. He's so little, but he was with a really pretty girl, and I think he was with his family, and they had asked for like directions to the little like macaroon place, and it took me a second to process, and I was like, oh my God, because I don't know another like little Jesus looking white man with curly hair and a bandana. Like, it was really giving, you know what I mean? And he had like the little voice. I was like, it took me a second. I was like, oh my God, that was Russ.
That's how people do.
Yeah. I was like, oh my goodness. But I think that we've become desensitized, and I think it just, I don't know. Like, my friends on Raya, you guys know what that is, right?
Yeah, that's you have to be, that's an exclusive Tinder. You know
it's a very exclusive Tinder.
Oh, it's like
you have to have like 4
Wasn't there a show that did a
Succession
it was like
it.
Black Book or something. No, it was like a skit or something. Somebody said it's like higher echelon dating. It's only celebrities and all of that. There was something that made fun of that. And they called it like Black Book or some shit.
It was definitely a reference to Raya.
So it's Raya.
So one of my friends is on Raya, and she had me cracking up, and she went on a date like with a celebrity. And she was like, oh my God, I'm just so excited. And she lives here in Atlanta. And I was like, girl, are you not just like over the celebrities? And she was like, oh my God, no. Like, I'm so like, this is great. This is the best thing ever.
Some people love it.
It's so funny to me though, because I feel like, I don't know. I think it's just so common to like meet a celebrity or run into a celebrity.
That's a lifestyle for a lot of people though. Like, to be around the mix with these celebrities and all that. Like, it's really, that's what they strive for real. A lot of people.
That's great. I would never strive for that.
They are still a minority though. Celebrities, even with as many celebrities, they're still a minority.
Yeah. You think?
We may have met celebrities ourselves and been like, whatever. But there's another person who might not have met any celebrities.
I hate meeting celebrities only because I really like.
So like, don't meet your heroes.
Yeah, not even my heroes, but
like,
yeah, because I'm just like, you're not really.
I don't hold any expectations for any celebrities. So.
I don't have expectations.
You know, when you first do, you do, but then you beat them, you like, no way.
Okay, I think it only comes for like people that you actually want to meet, though, right? That's only for people you would actually want to meet.
It's any of them, bro. I expect a certain level of professionalism from every single one. And then when they don't meet that shit, bro.
On some bullshit.
You know who I met that like I absolutely love him, and I was so happy, and he was so sweet and just like so nice. Tusi.
Oh, the dancer.
The rapper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a dancer now. I mean, he's a rapper now, you know.
He used to be a dancer?
That's not the same one.
Tootsie?
It's two Tootsies, bro.
T-O-O-S-I-E.
There's one that dances, does the whatever, and then there's one that raps.
He's like a short little rapper.
Yeah.
I thought he was... Oh,
it's
two.
Anyways, him and his baby mom were together at the time. I don't know if they're still together. He was so respectful.
Yeah, he seems like a good dude.
He was so nice. He was so respectful. He's very short, but I am 5'11". But he is so like, he was in the club. If this was my man, this is how I want my famous man to act. Like, he gave me a shoulder hug. Mm-hmm. We took a picture. He talked to me for a second, went about his business, was in a section. There were girls there. This man was like, minding his business, sang his little song, and dipped. Like, such a vibe. I like it when it's like that, but it's rarely like you meet these people and you're like, oh my God, you suck.
A lot of them are.
You know, a lot of them, I think rappers.
A lot of them get like boosted up, right?
Yeah.
And then that's also part of like their persona. They have to be.
I
like
hate the
that.
Atlanta. Do you know who I am? I'll be like, no.
Oh, see, that's yeah.
No.
That,
Who are you?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. You do that.
If you have to ask me that, I don't know who you are.
Come on, man. It's over with, bro. Like, I don't
I don't know who you
don't
are,
wanna deal with
or
nobody like
I know
that.
who you are, and I don't give a damn.
Like, no.
And I, once you say that shit, I definitely don't give a fuck.
There's
You know what I'm
so
saying?
many celebrities that live here that have pulled that.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like,
They do
one
not
tried
know.
to talk to my gay homeboy and he's not open. But I was very surprised and he was like really pushing up on him and was like, do you know me? And we knew who he was, but we were all like, no.
Was it Dwight? It wasn't Dwight? It was Dwight.
It was not him. It was not him. You about that.
You
I
wild.
don't even know why you would say that.
You know. Hey.
I don't know nothing.
You wild, bro. You wild. No, but they say that,
I
man.
can't believe
It's
you just said that. That's great. That's wild.
It'd be like I don't know though. For celebrities, I don't hold any level of expectation unless it's like somebody I really want to meet, or I've basically like have an idea of how you should be in person, right? Like if I saw Will Smith, I would expect him to be an impressionable, nice guy. Still,
I
even
think
in
Will a
spite
little
of him.
off. I think Jada done more. That man's patience out.
We talking about like off in terms of.
I don't know. I would
he crazy, or-
I would be very respectful because I feel like I don't
Oh, you like
know.
snap one
You
time?
catch him on the wrong
I don't
day.
think so. Like that's
I
my
think-
thing. I don't think he gonna snap.
I'm not even in reference to the Chris
no,
thing.
I'm just saying. I don't think he would
You
snap.
know who
like,
to try.
I think he's
Exactly.
been famous for such a
Exactly.
long time, and he is like an older man. I just don't think the patience are there for real. Like, and I feel like he's been played with a lot in the media. So I think if you catch him on a wrong day,
I think
I can see him being like, back up, bro.
He definitely has his guard up.
Like
he probably in the earlier days he was more relaxed,
Yeah.
more fun. Now he has his guard up. I'm
been
sure.
trying it for like
but I
years.
also think he would still be pretty chill. Like
I'd
I'm
be
not gonna
nervous.
come at him with no crazy energy.
me either, but I'd be nervous.
And
I need to see
that's
some other people
I think
say
that's
hi
another
first.
thing, with these celebrities and everything. Even if you're a content creator, whoever, how people come at you is how they gonna get the energy they gonna give you back. So if you come at somebody going crazy, like, and they're not about that kind of crazy, over the top, screaming, jumping around, loud, boisterous energy, they gonna give you bad energy. Like that's just how it is.
Did you guys see Ari Fletcher? You know who Ari is.
Yeah.
So did you guys did you guys see Ari talking about people showing up at her gym?
Oh yeah.
That's
yeah.
crazy.
That is so sketchy to me. Like,
I don't know why she's at a public gym like that anyway.
but why would she not be? So this is where I think people get things confused.
Why would she not be?
So like I was in the airport and I've seen crazy celebrities.
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah.
I've seen
Yeah, you'll see celebrities all the time, I'm sure, especially here.
Yeah.
But I mean, in New York, I've seen celebrities
Especially
with like
there.
no security, nothing.
mhm.
Like people just minding their business. I saw Robert De Niro like earlier this year in the New York airport by himself minding his business.
I mean, but who gonna
people were looking back like, what?
Who gonna swarm Robert De Niro though?
An autograph, something. Like he's a very famous person.
He is, but also you gotta think about like who actually does that.
But
if Kai Cenat was there, yeah.
But my thing is like boundaries. Like I think people need to remember like these are people.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know if y'all remember JWoww from Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
I saw her with her daughter, or not JWoww, it was Snooki. I saw Snooki with her daughter in the airport, and it took every bit of me not to be like, oh my God, hey girl, like you are the GOAT, like you are that girl, and just walk away. Because she really was, like she was that girl during that time.
No, she was everywhere.
She was with her daughter, and her daughter had like a cheer situation. You could tell it was like a travel thing. I would be so upset if I had children and somebody came up to me talking to me.
Yeah.
Like, at the airport, like I don't know you, I don't know your intentions. People are crazy. I just looked at her and like kept it pushing, but it took every bit. But I think people don't have that self-control. Like go into seeing where somebody goes and go into the gym to be like, hey girl, what's up? I want you to promote my lip gloss or my t-shirt while I'm sweating. Like, and I don't know Ari. She does not seem like the nicest girl to just run up on some, this is a business opportunity while I'm sweating trying to get my body right. Like, I know she gonna pop off.
I think also this goes back to the whole social media thing. Everybody's obsessed with
That's
trying
what
to get that cosign, that something, that one thing to push them over the top and get them some money, right? So like this just
But
It's
there's
all
no
that.
boundaries.
So,
like that's crazy.
boundaries don't matter to
People
people.
don't see them as people though. I think you said that.
Yeah.
They don't look at them as
Once
like,
you become a celebrity, you have to accept that you're going to be seen as this object.
So what makes them a celebrity? Because under that post, when she was like going off, talking about like, don't come up to me when I'm in the gym, blah, 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 which I do think she was right for that. People were like, you're not a celebrity or you're not an influencer.
Though. She's a public figure. Like people, you know who she is. It doesn't matter if you're on TV, if you're playing a sports game, if you're on a movie, if you're, you know, any of that, if you're rapping, none of it, that don't matter. What matters is how many people actually know you.
Do you think it's all been classified together though? Public figure, influencer, celebrity.
Yeah, it's all the same thing.
So now there's no differentiation. Like, okay, you are Cristiano Ronaldo. You are a famous
you are a
player.
singular brand. Once you're a singular brand, you are a celebrity. If you can sell your name, just offer your name alone, you are a celebrity for sure.
Okay.
So once you hit that level, it's crazy. Like social media has really combined all of these into
Mind
stuff,
you, this
right?
is bled into sports even. This is why the NIL, if y'all know what NIL is, where they're paying college students now.
Yeah.
The main reason is because these college students can actually, in
And I love
college,
that for them. They need
become
to.
their own brand.
They
and they
need
can become
to.
their own
Yeah, I
celebrity.
mean, they putting their bodies on the line.
Period.
Yeah, and I
They
agree.
need to.
But
Make that
that
money.
is why
That's why the
they had to
NCAA
do
football
that.
games
They had
got
no
canceled.
choice.
Because they didn't have, they were like, well, you using these kids, their names are in these games, their likeness, but they're not getting paid.
They pay them, run them that money.
So now
Do
they're
you
gonna
know?
get paid.
One of the things that I absolutely hate about like this influence culture is the affiliate links. Because listen, they drive me crazy. So I love online shopping because I hate like
I ain't gonna lie, TikTok the worst.
yes, like I hate going in person to shop. I just don't like it.
You just an inside kind of person.
I hate people, man. I hate everything. Yeah,
No, you don't hate people.
I get very like
You get approached a lot?
yes.
She get a, you said what?
She
And
gets
then,
approached a lot. She gets
but
approached.
it's not even that. Like in the store, like if I'm trying to shop, I get very overwhelmed. Like if there's a lot going on, like
Because
a
you like
lot
your
of
peace and
people.
quiet too, though. You're a person like your peace and
Well,
quiet.
Yes.
you like your bubble.
Yeah.
Yes.
You have a bubble.
Why are you bumping me? Why is your cart hitting my
And
cart?
people-
Why
and
is your
people-
kid hitting my
yeah,
ankles?
yeah.
Why is this not organized? Why are the paper towels not here? Why is this price double the price than what it
Yeah.
says when I ring it up?
You
This-
like your bubble. That's
Amazon
it.
loves you.
You
Oh
got
my
that
God, I get
bubble. I
everything
mean, I
delivered.
get that though. I get that. I have my bubble at times too, and it's like I'm in my bubble. The
That's
only time
it.
I want to let it down is when I go somewhere with the
when I
express.
come to record this with y'all.
I was gonna say when I have the express thought of like I'm going to a networking
Yeah.
event, let me take the bubble down.
Yeah, and
I'm
you
a
have to
different
put
person.
it on.
It's like a mask, you know.
It's a switch. You have to flip it. Like I'm going to be around people. Flip. I am now on.
But when the bubble's up, leave me
Yeah.
alone. You might be able to get them away. I'm not good at it. I'm too nice. I'm very polite. So
Do
like
what?
people will start talking to me and I don't really care what they're talking about. I'm like, oh, that's nice. All right, well,
Oh, I have my headphones in. Everywhere I go, I have headphones.
they gonna still talk to you.
I know. Anyways, I hate the affiliate links. So I like online shopping and I love a good coupon code. So I'm always going to like fill my cart up and then I'm going to look for coupons. And you know, you can always find like a good 10, 20, 30%. If you get lucky, maybe a 40.
Right.
Now, I feel like with these affiliate links, in addition to seeing them everywhere all the time, which I have some, so, you know, feel free to check them out. But it's frustrating when like I can't just get that 20% off anymore because that's the affiliate link. So now I feel like everybody has risen their prices to just compensate for that 20% that's already going to be off. So now there's no more sales.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like it's so
I
frustrating.
didn't even think about that.
No, yeah, that's what happens.
They used to do that during Black Friday.
Black Friday, they jack the prices up the month of, and then when Black Friday hits, they drop them back down to regular price.
And call it a sale.
This
is
Black
Amazon
Fashion
doing
Nova, I'm
that.
sick of y'all
Amazon
doing that.
definitely
See,
do.
I don't buy a lot of shit. You know that.
Amazon.
I don't buy a lot of shit.
So
Everybody
they'll
does
say-
it. Walmart, Amazon,
please.
They'll
Target,
say
everywhere.
that this
I'll walk in
mic
there.
is like $200, right? And then it's normally only $100, and it'll be $200 for the whole month of like October leading into November. And then for Black Friday, it'll be slashed to the newest, lowest price of $100.
$125.
Yeah, and-
Not even the original price sometimes.
And then they'll have a sale for 25% off. So then you get that 25% off and then it's only $100. And it's just super frustrating because like, why are you doing this? So I feel like there's no more sales
You're
anymore.
the first person I've ever heard say this kind of shit. So y'all telling me
I
they do
shop a lot.
That's crazy. Like,
You didn't know that?
Hell,
Fashion Nova is going to jail for doing that.
I think I was telling
That's an
Fitball about
online thing. I don't buy it online.
because we was looking at like
There's so
parts
much
for
better.
like stuff, and I saw an article where somebody said, "Hey, Amazon, I looked at the price history. This was $80
Price
this
hikes.
month, and then you hiked it up to 120."
So Black Friday is becoming a lie.
Yes.
Black Friday has been a lie since, in my personal opinion,
I
since
know,
like
so-
2012.
Since people died trying to do Black Friday.
I think Black Friday was real during that time. I think those were real deals, the doorbusters and all that. I think when
hell yeah,
people
back then, yeah.
I think those were real.
I said 2012.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That was the last time.
Since people getting
Is that
stung
the
by
last, like,
That was
really
the
big
last time.
That was
That was the
time.
last time I waited in line at the mall, and I was at Victoria's Secret, and this bigger girl
Yeah, I think
elbowed me for these small
after
leggings.
that, once online shopping became solidified, everything went away. They were
Just
like,
like-
all right, well, online works, so let's start like playing with the prices here. Let's like slowly price hike this up.
And like I
over
used
X
to
amount
work
of time,
retail, like
and then let's drop it when it comes back to Black Friday. People will buy it because they
you
think
would get
they're
better.
getting a deal.
It's definitely like a mind thing. Like we've had Black Friday since we were born. Like I remember my parents like, oh, gotta get a TV.
Well,
gotta
it
go
never
get
made
this, gotta go get
sense
that.
where it was like, Black Friday is supposed to be the day where everything's good. The economy's in the black, right? It's supposed to be the most profitable as of right now. And then every other day outside of the year, it's like, yeah, the economy is tanking. The economy is tanking.
That's what didn't make sense. What didn't make sense to me is that we're all sitting here pretending to be grateful and eating all this food, and then we're elbowing and stomping people down. And,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
people are just getting crushed and killed over a TV or
Or
some
a
pots and
microwave.
pans.
Or some
Like that's
yeah.
crazy.
It's crazy.
And the doorbusters, I feel like they were good, but yeah, I think the sales are just it's dead.
Not where they used to because of affiliate links, yeah.
Affiliate links,
I
and
agree.
then I also think a lot of places are raising their prices. Obviously, inflation, but I think this influencer culture where everybody wants stuff for free, and like I used to model. I feel like a lot of things that like used to be paid for just are ruined now because
'cause
everybody's
it's
a
all
model.
exposure. It's all
Everybody's
exposure.
a this. So it's like instead of me paying you to do this, oh, I'm going to feature you.
I'm gonna give you exposure. Yeah.
What? No,
That's
pay
what
me for
modeling
my
agencies
time.
do.
Like what?
They're not gonna pay you, but they'll tell you, hey, I'll promote you
So
on
that's a lie.
X page, this page, that page.
That's not a modeling agency. If you are with an actual modeling agency, an agency is going to pay you because they have an agency fee because they've provided you these models. If you're with Next, if you're with Elite, if you are with an actual modeling agency, that is a lie.
Okay.
If you
so
are
not these Instagram
I'm
agencies.
talking about the majority of these men and women that just have their name / model. And there's no like agency associated with them because you can't book with a model. If you're a model, you're not
have to
going
go through their agency, yeah.
Like you can't just go up to Kai Cenat and be like, I want to book with you. He has an agent.
He has people,
that handles
yeah.
that. So like, and I'm not discrediting anybody, and I do understand why people do it because instead of that agency getting the agency fee and doing all that, yeah, you can book yourself. But I think that's where, a lot of places are just Kendall Jenner is calling herself a supermodel. Like, girl, you are not a supermodel. You are not. You were able to have influence and pay to be in these commercials, but like you are not a supermodel. Like bragging about not working and not putting in the work and not walking runways and I choose what I get to walk. That's why people like Naomi Campbell don't like you. That's why Kate Moss doesn't acknowledge you. That's why these women will not pay homage to you because you are an influencer. You are not a model or a supermodel. You're not.
Is that the new model though? Is she the new model?
I think it's a new version of a model. And
I think it is. It's the
but
influencer model.
I don't think it's a model per se. If you can't walk, if you can't do print, if all you can do is take selfies, you are not a model.
Like Juski, he's not a stand-up comedian, but
He's funny.
He's a comedian though.
that's what I'm saying. So
He's
it's like,
not Richard Pryor.
So that's why I
He's
said
not-
social
he's not Eddie
media
Murphy.
has allowed us to take all of these things that were defined roles and kind of pull them into something that we can take and mold. It's basically like a job with no title, right?
But I think they've diluted it for people.
Yeah, being on social media has become I can create a job with no title.
For sure.
So it's like,
And I can call myself whatever I want.
I play video games, or
look at the Paul brothers.
yeah, exactly. They're built off
Boxing
of social
Enterprise.
media.
Oh my
Boxing
God.
Enterprise, and they don't even-
They spoke at my gaming conference last week.
Why?
Because they're involved in gaming.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Because they're involved in sports betting and they're involved in different apps. Like it's like to
It's
hear,
all about, but it's also leveraging what you got going
to
on.
hear that they were sitting on a panel was laughable.
They're making a lot of money. They're making hella bankroll.
But just because you're making money doesn't mean that you're knowledgeable in what you're talking about.
I don't know. Maybe they might know some stuff. They might have some stuff.
I think they know. Look, I'm gonna say I think they know some shit because, like I said, I'm big
or
in
their
sports.
team probably
I'm
prepared them.
huge into sports. Never have I ever seen two guys who've never played the sport or never took it seriously come in and just take over what that was.
Do you know why though?
Completely. Like,
I'm not even going to say why, but think about who you're talking about and think about why they were able to do that. And I will just leave it at that.
I'll say this is what they did. They they picked the perfect opponents. They did it at a time where.
But how are they able to do that? Is what I'm saying. Go back.
They jumped in, but I mean, they started with a black dude too. What's the British dude name?
KSI.
So KSI was with them. So it wasn't just a white thing.
KSI still up there with them.
KSI,
still.
yeah.
But they even for them to be able to have these opportunities, they were rage baiters. They were YouTubers who did a lot of terrible things. Going into a suicide forest and recording dead bodies.
Logan.
And joking about it is terrible. Like they just rage baited people to get the likes, to get the views, to now get this platform. But what I'm saying is just because you've been able to monetize on rage bait, because realistically, they're not marketing specialists. They don't know anything about SEO. I'm not going to say they don't. They're not practicing SEO to get to where they were. What they were doing, but what they were doing was they capitalized on knowing how to play on people's emotions.
Promo, which is what boxing is purely based on, is promotion. They utilize the ability to promote to create a boxing enterprise, and that's why they are a big part of the boxing scene now. To get more numbers than actual real boxers as just regular exhibition boxers. Yeah, they're terrible. Well, they're not terrible.
I haven't seen them box.
I ain't gonna say they're terrible.
Well, Jake
is pretty good.
Jake is good with his light. Didn't he use lighter weights, like lighter gloves?
I don't know.
He has specific rules, but they're not too different. Like he's actually.
Celebrity boxing already existed. They basically reinvigorated that
and made
that
it,
market.
Made it actually compete with.
But I
regular
think
boxing.
it's weird, like if you're boxing against somebody that essentially is the same like weight class as you, that you would have different like weighted gloves, or he would be allowed to have weighted gloves, so that his hit hurts. Like to me, it's just like I don't know. That's like
he gives
me trying to fight somebody that's 4'11" and I'm 5'11". Like, come on.
Wait, I mean, it depends on your weight. If you're the same weight as him.
I mean, that's still not in their advantage.
No, hell no.
I'm 5'11", 160. You're 4'11", 160. My reach is bigger than your body at that point. Like
they still fight. They still got people that do
the
that.
underdog story.
But yeah, I mean, to be able to do that, you know what I'm saying? It's the idea of influence, right? So I think any industry can be taken over by any of these influencers, no matter what it is, because they're able to get the audience, and that's really what matters in every single.
Do you think they always get the audience? I think Jake Paul is a good example, but for me, as someone who's in like marketing and data, I would have to disagree. And I think that's why a lot of brands are working more with like micro influencers, because people just see these numbers and they're like, oh, 9 million followers, they must have a good reach. But just because
I think it's both.
It depends on what the reach and where they're getting the reach from. And
I think they look at both, because we as people look at somebody with 9 million followers and they're like, oh, whatever they're promoting is just they're getting paid. Who cares? But then you see a person with like 2,000 followers promoting the same thing. You're like, oh, it might work because this small person is doing it. But so it's really playing on the human element of
I wasn't saying it in that aspect. I was saying it more in like numbers. Like you could be someone that has 5,000 followers and every single time you post, you get like 4,000 likes. Or to your point, when you post things, people are going to buy it because it's like everything that Ashley has suggested works. And she's never promoted something that doesn't. Or if she has, she said like, hey, I haven't tried this. Or like, you know.
You have 9 million and you only get like 1 million likes.
I mean, exactly.
It's
and you post everything.
Impressions is like the most important thing. The followers not the most important thing. Is mainly based on impressions and likes.
That's what social media works on now.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it used to matter about likes.
Yeah.
Now, engagement matters. How many of these people because bots are like everywhere.
Yeah.
And so
how many
like,
clicks are you getting? Like how many, you know what I'm saying? Like are people actually
looking at this? Actually pay attention to this
clicking
content?
on the ads on your page? That's what, you know.
That's why these promo networks will have people come in and comment on your content and add likes to it and do all kinds of stuff.
I'm in like a couple groups and I hate, like, they were supposed to be like women in Atlanta groups and I absolutely like.
It's like promo networks?
No, they were actually just really good groups. Like they would post like events and what's going on.
Okay.
But what it turned into was like my post, just posted, you know what to do, please and thanks. And it's like, bro, stop begging me for likes. Like I didn't like it because I didn't want to. And I feel like every group now, like,
It's like that, yeah.
is like that. Like
Everybody's trying to get paid.
I'm in a book club. They do it. I'm in like a content group. They do it. I'm in an Atlanta events club. They do it. Like I put most of those on mute because I'm like, I can't even see
See, I told you,
what's going
I'm trying
on.
to find a book club, bro. I don't know if they're authentic. Like they seem like they fake.
Oh, I actually have 2 good book clubs I'll send you.
Like, I want to go to like they meet up and they actually, okay.
They give you a book. They tell you what to read. Everybody's supposed to read it. You have a day that you're
send
supposed
that,
to meet
please.
up.
Yeah,
and then everybody talks about it.
I bet.
And then you get another book.
That's a bit, yeah.
Yeah, there's a few here in Atlanta.
I was trying to find, I don't know which one.
I just
we
wanna-
talk about this.
I got you.
LA,
I got you.
I just want to
I
go
don't
play
like doing
D&D
that shit.
somewhere.
You said D&D?
Yeah.
All I heard was do
Oh,
not
you can find that- you
disturb.
can find that easy,
What is
though.
it?
Dungeons and Dragons. Want
Oh.
to put on
You
a
can
little
find that-
wizard
you can
hat? Fireball!
I can see you on Piedmont Park with that dude with his snake. Just
Nah.
there's a man that
The
goes to
dude who
Piedmont
always
and lets
has
his
that
snake go
big
for a walk.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
Atlanta is not a real place. I told y'all.
We have celebrities that are like neighborhood legends.
This man has a big snake that he
And he's probably one of
lets
them.
just slither through the park because it goes on a walk. I'm not even joking. This
I
sounds
believe
like
it. I believe
it
it.
sounds like I'm trolling, but it's a real thing. It's a real thing. It really is. He walks his snake at the park.
Yeah.
And I think it's by like the zoo, the botanical garden entrance. I've never been to Piedmont. I've seen it.
Oh, well, I've seen him over there on
Yeah, I've seen all the videos.
He's over there by
I
the-
mean,
by the
like I said,
Kroger.
we have celebrities that are just people you see around.
Mhm.
New York has them
homeless
too.
people. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the same thing. That's why I say we trying to be like New York, man.
Are we trying or it's just happening?
It's just
I don't think
happening.
we're trying.
It's happening.
I think
I think
people
we
are
are.
just being.
I think we're trying.
I think we're trying. I think we're trying.
You think?
The belt
food
line
laws,
was like huge. The
all
food
the laws,
laws.
yeah.
I meant
the-
just people.
The way they like. Oh, I think that's just a
Not
that's-
business. I just meant
think,
people
I think
being
we're just
people.
realizing that there were parallels. I think it's always been like that.
Yeah.
No matter where you go, people are the same. It's just you realize it more.
Atlanta reminds me of a place where like everyone has just realized that they're adults and they can do whatever they want.
Oh yeah.
Like I can stay up until 3 a.m. Why not? I
Yeah.
can put patio furniture on my standing trailer and make it a hookah joint. Like I can do whatever I want.
Yeah.
Like I can have hookah and lemon pepper wings on a patio. Like I can do
Atlanta is
whatever.
definitely the home of the hustle.
Yeah.
Everybody here is a content creator. You go to restaurants, like 5 different people are filming it.
Oh my gosh.
So,
yeah. I went
At first, I used to make fun of it, and now I'm one of them. I
know
gotta
it.
take pictures of food too and shit.
so subscribe, go watch The Bridge Eats.
Make sure y'all go check out Bridge Eats. But,
There's some good
yeah.
food in there too. I'm telling y'all. If y'all gotta go check them spots out.
Do you feel like everybody's becoming a content creator, or do you think people are just the world to me, and maybe I'm just like in my bubble, feels like a real life scrapbook of just everybody documenting all the things that they're doing. So like, do you remember like our digital cameras when like people just take pictures, but then we never put them anywhere, or you'd put it on your MySpace and have like one or two. Now, and I don't judge people for posting or whatever, but now it just feels like a real life scrapbook of like, this is where I was today. This is what I wore. This is what I eat. Come on.
Just look at me.
Yeah. And then I feel like it's all
It
posted and
feels good.
documented.
Everybody wants to be seen.
I said, well, I do some cool stuff. I might as well share it. Because I thought it was
Everybody
normal.
wants to be seen.
Do you want to be seen, or are you like, I'm doing it, I might as well get paid for it? Because that's how I don't want to be seen, but I'm like, what I'm doing is cool. So if I can get paid for it and tell people about it, that's cool.
I want to influence people to
Everybody
like
wants to be
do
seen.
stuff.
It
That's
doesn't
the thing,
mean
yeah.
like bad. It's not bad. Everybody just wants to feel like
They wanna be
whatever they're
recognized.
doing matters, right? Like even if I was a scrapbook, if I was a stamp collector, and all I did was, now society has kind of taught us that everything and anything you do can be useful in
Yeah.
some way, shape, or form. And with that knowledge, you're like, okay, well, you guys let me know. Is this useful? Like for me, when I post, I have a bunch of opinions. I have a bunch of ideas. I have a bunch of things I want to get out there. And it's just about, are they good? It's more so of like a
You want
sounding
feedback.
board. Yeah, I want feedback. Like, am I crazy? Am I thinking wrong or am I right? Like,
Yes, you're
Is this
crazy.
valid? So that's what it is for me. I want to be heard,
Yeah.
and it's all about that. So like for you, yeah, you do it anyway, but it's like, I want you guys to let me know that this is good, right? That I
No.
can get paid, right?
No, it was more like when I was having conversations with people, and like I had mentioned, like if I talk about my job and I was like, oh yeah, there were synchronized swimmers at the party. It's like, wait, what? It's like, oh yeah.
Oh,
like,
just posting the stuff you see.
yeah, like just sharing with people like this is out here, or like this cool spa or this cool event.
So you haven't gotten to the point where you care to do it even without people have telling you that. Because that's another thing, right?
No, like
so
I'm saying this is stuff that I already do in my life.
No, that's what I'm saying. So like for you with content creation or posting, right? You're doing it just because it's, you know, it's like I already do it anyway. Might as well post it.
Yeah,
so
literally.
does it not have any other significance to you outside of that? Like you don't have any goals for it. You don't want to see it go up. You don't want to.
I mean, if I could make money from it, that would be cool.
You know?
But for me, I just feel like when I started like talking to my family and talking to my friends, and I was just telling them stuff that has just become so normal to me. They're like, yeah, no. Like, what is that? So I'm like, oh, okay. Like, share it. So when I tell people Atlanta is not a real place, and they're like, you're just making stuff up, and then I make a 7-second video that gets 100,000 views, I'm like, oh, see, that's cool. Like, I guess I just gotta share stuff. Because I did take the picture and I sent it in like 4 group chats to my friends and was joking, and they were like, post it, post it, post it. So they've been holding me accountable. But the stuff that I've been posting, I'm like, oh, okay, well.
Yeah. I mean, some people, yeah. We live in the city, so we have like kind of a different view on shit, but people outside the city don't get the experience to see that kind of stuff.
Exactly, and I feel like I've been so jaded, and I'm very like...
That's what it is. You probably jaded with it.
Yeah, and I'm nonchalant. I'm just like, oh, okay, yeah, that's not... Okay, gotcha, cool. So yeah, this is what happened.
Because I don't post anything because all my homies are here, and so we've all been in the same places. But if I know a homie from Dallas, he'll look at it, he'll be like, yo, that's cool. And I'm like, oh, well, I didn't... Why didn't you post this on your Instagram?
See, same thing.
I mean, it doesn't...
So then you're just posting, but like... So I feel like another thing too is like when it comes to people, what are you posting for, right? So like I said, I'm posting for my opinion. It's not really like the money will come if it comes, right? If I get to that point, I get to that point. If I don't, I don't. But you know, what are you using it for?
Some I think is to help people, and I think awareness. Because like I think I've had some pretty cool experiences, and I want people to know like it's not that expensive. Mm-hmm. Like traveling is not that expensive. And that's what
I would say. Like I would think that you would want to share. Like there's some element of it that you actually want to do, not because somebody told you should do it, but there's some level to this social media game that you're like,
if I'm having a conversation,
like outside of the money, you're like, I kind of want to share this with you.
Yeah, like I went to Ireland, and I want you to know you can stay in this cool purple castle, and I think it's only like $200 a night. Even if you do it for one night, like you can say you stayed in a castle in Ireland. Like why would you not want that?
So you want to educate the people
versus going to Miami or LA for a week.
You want to educate the people on the options that they have.
Yeah.
With the podcast, we want to educate people on things that they never think about, right?
Yeah.
So it's all about like there's money. Everybody wants money, right? That's a base.
I mean, in this economy,
instinct,
I need it all.
Right.
Everybody wants money, but I think further into it, some people more than others have a desire for something, whether it's to be heard, to be seen, to educate.
I want to be rich
share,
as fuck.
To anything, right? You want to build something with whatever you're posting.
Yeah.
If you don't, then you're not going to post, right? Like people who don't post, like at first I didn't post because I didn't care to put anything on the internet.
I'm doing so much better. But I
don't know. You already posted a lot.
You posted a shitload.
I did not.
You posted a lot.
By our standards, you're going crazy. That's what you know what I'm saying?
I used to post on Instagram like maybe once a week, maybe. Now I'm trying to post like 3 to 4 times.
When we met you, like, and we followed you and everything, I was like, oh, she's actually active on TikTok.
Really?
And stuff like
TikTok. Yeah, I just be talking.
You'll either be talking about something, like you'll be talking about the housewives, or you'll post like a edit of you in your outfits, or just something.
I be looking cute. And at that time, I wasn't wearing my clothes twice. So I needed to post it.
Are you doing it now?
Yeah. I've worn this like 3 times.
Hey, look.
Okay, so this is a favorite, y'all.
Big
It's too expensive to be doing. I don't know who I thought I was. 2 closets. I'm like, I need to stop buying stuff and just wear it. So I'm wearing my clothes more than once. I still donate if I don't. But yeah, and I still have a lot that I still need to wear. I haven't been buying clothes this year.
I need to donate. I need to go to Goodwill.
No.
I downsized already.
Wait. Do not donate to Goodwill.
Damn.
Do not. Goodwill is do not.
Why?
They take your free stuff and they charge people for it.
True.
Go to a men's shelter. Go to a women's shelter.
You mean like give it
go
to people who can use it,
an adoption place. Go to like a children's home. Like when kids graduate and turn 18, they literally get a garbage bag and all their belongings thrown into it. If you have old suitcases, shoes, clothes, find shelters.
That's true.
I don't even really like to donate to churches all the time because sometimes they be keeping it. Like I like to to find shelters.
You're right.
Even colleges and universities for their like human services like departments and stuff, because we used to have a closet at Bethune-Cookman where people would donate suits because we had to professionally dress on Wednesdays and people didn't have suits and you couldn't go if you weren't dressed. So
it's not like it matters that you're donating there versus Goodwill because you're not getting paid either way.
Yeah. So like
the only thing Goodwill does is give you that itemized receipt. Well, not even itemized. It's just a receipt that tells you can write off your taxes.
It's because they're a 501(c), like a charitable organization. But if you think about Goodwill, the majority of their employees are volunteers. So they're not paying them.
Are they? I didn't know that.
The majority of their people that work there are volunteers.
501(c)s?
They get every single thing for free. They sell it and they don't pay taxes on it.
Well, I thought they donate stuff and then they sell stuff. I thought
Donate
they did
stuff
both.
where?
I thought Goodwill sells and donates.
They have like that restore store, but they don't really donate. Like we try to do.
I had always thought they will donate and then they'll sell. Like the money is just to kind of keep the business going.
When I tried to get stuff from Goodwill to donate to homeless people, they told me I need to buy it. That's wild. And it was like
crazy.
for people on the streets. Like I didn't want it. I'm just like, you have blankets, da da da. Like, do you have anything you haven't sold? And they were like, no, you can buy them. And to me, that's wild. And with the amount of homeless people out here, you better get a little bag together and just give it to them.
Goodwill is a thrift store.
Literally.
That's all it is. It's just
and
a nicer
people have turned
thrift
it
store.
into like a thrift store because they'll give away their old Louis or their old whatever. And then Goodwill has an online store where they sell all that stuff at like 5 times the price.
Oh, for real? I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I guess no Goodwill.
Goodwill shiesty, man.
Don't do
That's
that.
crazy.
Yeah. Or even your high schools or middle schools, like depending on your size, because kids be needing clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, that's my little soapbox.
So we kind of talked around a lot about the social media area. I mean, there's still plenty more to talk about. We might do a part 2 of this for sure because there's other stuff that
there's so
cover.
much.
It's just too much. There's too much to cover in one episode.
So much.
But were there any other points you guys wanted to cover before we wrap for the day?
No, I'm good.
I'll say this, because of the market of how it is and how influencing it is, you might as well post something on the internet, yo, if you're not too shy. If you're an extrovert, like if you're a real extrovert, you go outside with people, there's no reason why you shouldn't be doing it anyway. Because it can turn into free money, especially if you're outside every day.
I think even if you're shy, post. There's introverted people that post. I follow a couple on Lemonade.
Oh,
They're so cute. Mm-hmm.
It's some funny little shit.
They post about like their quiet day. They're like, I went outside today and went to the park.
I just went to the park today and I just sat on the retreat and I read a book.
Literally, and I love it. I'm like, love, comment. Yes, you are my spirit animal. I had to go see people today.
That probably make them feel good though.
Yeah, it definitely did. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, just post. You know what I'm saying? Don't be scared. I mean, right now, that's what's happening.
And don't be scared to like other people's stuff either. Like, stop with this crabs in a barrel. There's so many people in the world. Everybody can be famous. Stop not liking people's stuff. Stop not commenting on people's stuff. Stop DMing and texting your friends, asking them to like your stuff when you don't like theirs. That's crazy to me. Crazy. Drives me crazy. If you text me asking me to like your stuff and you never like mine, that is wild. That is wild.
I'll never go that far.
You're
your own person. If you like my content, if you want to, don't like it, comment, don't comment. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna beg you.
I ain't gonna beg you, but trust, when this money come up,
don't come at me.
You ain't getting shit. You ain't.
Y'all think we go out there and ask people to like and comment on the bridge? We ask y'all to, as viewers.
Yeah.
We do not go to our people and say, please go like and comment on our stuff.
And we can be cool today. If I realize you ain't been liking the comment or nothing, and you trying to get on a boat, you're not getting on a boat. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Show some love. It literally takes nothing to like some. If you like it, I'm not saying just like stuff if you don't like it. If it resonates with you and you like it, it is not killing you to like somebody's stuff.
Yeah.
Stop with that. I'm too famous for this. Like it, follow back, comment, like.
Not too famous. That's
I'm
crazy.
serious. People feel like they're too good. Like, I'm not commenting on that. I'm not liking that. But then you're going to text them and be like, oh, I like that. What? Like, what? That's that everybody thinks they're an influencer, bro. Like, support your people. Support. Because how do you want to be famous or be all these things and have people support you and you don't support anybody? I'm so big on support. Support. That's what I got to say.
Well,
thanks.
Y'all heard it here. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all are commenting, liking. We got giveaway stuff coming soon, y'all. We gonna have the information.
It'll be posted this week. So make sure you follow our social medias or you're not gonna see it. So you gotta follow and like.
Basically.
Y'all stay tuned. We gonna have that coming. All of our social medias are at the bottom. Make sure y'all check us out. With that being said, until next time.
Bye.